Hey guys, so I was enjoying a morning of hunting today until it started getting really windy and really cold, and then Brent texted me and said that the tropical storm warning was upgraded to a hurricane warning for our area. So I came back home and we got things kind of put away that needed to be put away from outside. We got our groceries, all of our water. They went and got some last minute things that we were needing. We have some wood for our fireplace. I don't think that the hurricane is going to really impact our area all that much, thankfully, but it is our first time living somewhere where there are hurricanes and tornadoes. So I think for the most part we're as prepared as we can be. It's starting to get really dark and just gloomy out. The rain hasn't started yet, but the clouds are moving pretty fast. So we will just let you guys know how it goes. Today is Thursday. We're supposed to get rain starting today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm not sure if it goes into Sunday. Oh, sorry, Mother Goose. I'm going. She does not like anyone near her and her little dogs. But yeah, alright guys. I'm gonna head outside to show you this weather. We just finished breakfast. I think it's like 9:30ish, and we've been getting rain since sometime in the middle of the night, early morning. And Brent and I are kind of thinking it's probably not going to be much different than a really good monsoon in Arizona. Piper doesn't care much for the rain, and Pimber is just loving it. So in our last video we kind of showed you guys that we have a crack over there in the patio where water is getting into our basement. We didn't have time to go and get this whole thing fixed. We did lay a bunch of sandbags down, and then we have a really big tarp that's over all of it, and we put my stock tank over here and a piece of wood to just help the runoff from up there on the roof go down into the stock tank rather than pool around where our sandbags are. And this is from just last night. It'll be interesting to see how much this actually like fills up. So hopefully that little board will help keep most of the water into the stock tank instead of pulling around that area. And I'm gonna go check the basement right now. Okay, so there's a little bit of water in this area. And now we can figure out where it's coming from. This is still junk from the previous owners that was all left here. We have not done a single thing to this basement yet. As you can see, it's scary and gross. And I'm not even ready to go over there and turn on that light by myself. Go on. It's okay, Queenie, come on. It was leaking was right around here. Mom. Okay, I just moved a big tarp with some wood chips that we cut the other day onto this area. I don't have any more sandbags, so we'll let this tarp and wood chips hopefully kind of keep that area a little more dry. Oh my gosh, you guys are slow. Alright, just have fun. Be a kid, whatever. Whatever. Go ahead, slosh around. Don't get me, don't get me. We're gonna go in, it's getting really windy. Woo! Oh gosh, that tree's gonna fall over.
There's a lot of acorns falling.
Don't let one hit you in the head. You want to come up to the porch? No?
a wind.
Right.
You can shelter in your home. You can get those walls between you and the storm.
Right.
But water you cannot run from.
You don't even give me seconds.
So we lost power a little bit ago. We figured this was gonna happen though. You can see the water being pushed by the wind over there in the field. Yeah, you're in the shoes. You guys, careful of all the sticks. Oh my gosh. Alright, we were all outside, but now it's like a torrential downpour. Get in! Oh, Quinny! After several hours of no power, we finally got power back on. Since Hurricane Ian touched down in Georgetown, we've just been getting slammed. Not even Hurricane Ian can keep us from our pizza night. So guys, this is Charlie, my messy-faced 9-year-old. And Charlie saw me making all of the dough for our pizza night earlier, and she came downstairs and said, "Mom, you can ground me for 2 days." And I said, "Charlie, what did you do?" What did you do, Charlie?
Nothing.
No, what did you do, Charlie?
I ate most of the pepperonis with my sister.
Charlie and Michaela, but
Michaela
mostly
did
Charlie.
mostly.
We had bought a pound of pepperonis the other day so we could make our pizza night. I even told the kids when they got home from school, this is for our pizza night, don't touch it. You want this one?
Yeah.
All right, can you open it? Use your muscles.
This one. Can't miss. But
Oh, he splattered it. Wow, you're doing a good job. Get it to all the edges.
so this goes right here.
You got all your cheese. What toppings would you like?
There's one thing that you forgot.
What?
Mushrooms.
Oh, we didn't do mushrooms, olives, or bell peppers. Sorry. We didn't have any of those.
Nobody
so
puts pineapple. What about pineapple?
I put pineapple, and it's right there. There's some cut pineapple. Pepperoni.
I'm finally making my own pizza. Smiley face.
So, oh, I see. These are the eyes, the nose, and the mouth.
Nose, mouth.
Okay.
See how it tastes.
Oh my gosh. You eat that stuff all the time. And our jambalaya?
But it's always spicy.
Go ahead and shut it, bud. Good job, buddy.
Let's put on the light.
Set the timer. So Michaela's gonna come and make her pizza. Brent and Brian's are almost done in the oven. And what I like about these sizes of the pizzas is that they're not gonna eat it all tonight. So what they don't eat, they can put in the fridge and they can have it tomorrow. Was it yummy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Let's save it for lunch.
All right. Here's how mine turned out. Hey guys, it's the morning after Hurricane Ian, so I'm gonna walk around the property and just kind of check things out with my coffee, of course. Some branches fell down. The kids are gonna go and have to collect all these. I mean, you could tell where it was definitely, the water was like flooded up a little bit. And we did have some areas, especially over by my raised garden beds, some pockets that were really flooded up. But it's all gone this morning, which is nice to see where the lower areas in our yard is for planting. From what I can see, there's no trees knocked over or anything. I was expecting much stronger winds, according to what the news told us, but they're never actually reliable anyways. But I was expecting stronger winds. Here we've got some good branches on the ground. Timber and Piper are excited to be back out again. We're gonna go inside the hidden house real quick to see if there's any flooding in there. There's a little bit of water inside the hidden house in that area where the roof is damaged, or the ceiling's damaged, but we expected that. So, and it surprisingly was not very much water at all. So that's actually good news considering how much rain we got yesterday. Just another beautiful day in South Carolina. I forgot to show you guys how full the stock tank got last night. So let's go check that out. Set my coffee down. Look at this. It is full. Completely full to the top. Hi, Bubbers. He's dancing in the door. Good plan on Brent's part, because this would have all been water in our basement if it weren't for the stock tank. And then, you know, we put the wood chips over here too to cover that other area. We did still get some water in our basement because, not this one, but this one. This window to the basement has a gap in it somewhere, and that was like flooded, like a tank, and the water was getting in there. Down in the basement. So we identified a few areas that we need to patch up. We decided we're actually going to rip out this whole entire patio. It's really unlevel. So we're just going to rip out the whole entire patio and build a new one, which is going to take time. It's a project I'm not looking forward to, but that way we can ensure that our basement gets patched up the way it needs to be. Okay, but that's still going to leak a lot, but if we can...
But hopefully it'll go off the
Tape.
patio.
That waterproof.
Alright, the water is funneling over here. Well, the hose drained it pretty well.
So the host took all of that?
Yep. Yes, please. That would be great. Yep, in the burn pile. You gotta throw it way in the middle though, okay? Right, any little ones like these that we can take in the house and burn, put over here.
I know.
Alright, we finished picking up all of the broken branches, tree branches from around the yard. So we're really thankful that when the storm came through here, it was just a tropical storm that came through. It wasn't anything serious. When Hurricane Ian made landfall in South Carolina, it was in Georgetown. And ironically, Georgetown is where we initially were wanting to move. And so we actually found a 22-acre property, gorgeous, gorgeous property with a huge pond. 2 houses on the property, both needed considerable amount of work, and they were asking such a low price that that was the house we were originally wanting. It was really close to the coast, and aside from the fact that there may have been a gator in the pond and there's coastal bears in the wooded part of the property, we really liked it. And that's where Brent and Braden flew out to South Carolina and originally looked at that land and looked at Georgetown, and they really liked it. We went through Georgetown just a few days ago, last week, for Braden's baseball game, and it's a bigger city. It's not the small town feel. It's not living out here in the country like we're in now. So driving through Georgetown, it's a beautiful place, but I'm glad that we don't live there. And then Hurricane Ian made landfall there, and while it was only a Category 1, so nothing like what Florida experienced, and the situation in Florida is just obviously heartbreaking, as you can see. I just got bit by something. It was just a Category 1, but it still did a considerable amount of damage. I know along the coast and in the Myrtle Beach area, there were about 5 piers that I think had damage to them or completely collapsed. A lot of the businesses and homes have a lot of flooding and damage, and so I can honestly say that when we did not get the Georgetown house, I remember feeling upset because I had allowed myself to kind of dream up the potential for that property. But I knew that when God said no to that house, it was because He had something better planned for us, something different planned for our family. And so as much as I was upset, I was also like, okay, God, I'm gonna wait, see what you have for us. And it led us to here, and I'm so grateful for it. If I would have been in Georgetown when a hurricane was gonna make landfall, I would have been freaking out because of the mere fact that our house would probably flood. There's probably still all that damage to the roof. I don't know if they fixed it yet or not, the new owners, but I have 4 kids that I'm responsible for, and I would have been freaking out. So I'm glad we're out here. It was just a tropical storm when it got here. No damage. Our house is good. Everything's good. We're all safe. And so I just feel really grateful, and it's just a good reminder that God knows what's best for our family, and that a no to one thing means that there's just something better down the road for us, and this is my something better. This life here on this property is my something better, and I'm just really grateful. So I'm gonna go get this video posted for you guys so I can get back out to hunting and hopefully get me a deer so I can show you guys that video hopefully in the next few weeks or whatever. So wish me luck. I'll talk to you guys soon.